Today is the 12th of August and I have been 1 year sober. Please leave some congratulations in the comment, but I know you're thinking, if I was a heavy drinker? No, but I was a frequent drinker. I used to be a Jehovah Witness, and my family were fourth generation Jehovah Witness. They were always drinking. I never seen my family like drunk, but I basically never seen them without alcohol unless we were working or giving something to Watchtower. And actually, the more you give to Watchtower, which is the name of the cult leaders' corporation, the more you give to Watchtower, they always tell you, the more you give to Watchtower, the more happy you will be. But I've been on Bethel, like the headquarters, and there's more drinking there than among the other witnesses. That's my impression. And I was in Russia, and we would be drinking bottles of vodka, like one man, one bottle. So there's a lot of drinking among the Jehovah Witnesses, I would say that. And it makes sense if you think about it, because the cult tells you what you're allowed to do. They will have opinions about what music you should listen to, what hobbies you should have, what extracurricular, what education you should have, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. So, and you are allowed to drink. So witnesses actually, when it comes to relaxation, they would drink frequently, but they will not drink too much in public. And Jehovah Witnesses, we were always told that you're imperfect. You're imperfect because 6,000 years ago, someone ate fruit. And because someone ate fruit 6,000 years ago, you should not trust your own understanding. You need a new personality. You need to read the Watchtower and change your personality. Whenever you have a problem, it's a problem because you are bad. If you solve a problem, it's because Watchtower is good. If you find a wallet on the street and you pick it up and give it to the owner, it's because you're one of Jehovah Witnesses approved by Watchtower. If you put it in your pocket, it's because you are imperfect and someone ate fruit 6,000 years ago. So you live in this crazy universe where they constantly tell you that, listen to us, do what we tell you. If we tell you you're not allowed to do something, you're not allowed to do it. If you're allowed to do something, like alcohol, you're allowed to do it. And if someone criticizes you, it's because of Satan. You're persecuted by Satan. So when I was a Jehovah Witness, I could not understand why people thought I was brainwashed. And I couldn't understand why people criticized me. The only thing that made sense was that obviously Watchtower, right, and they are controlled by Satan. But now, if you're my family watching this, I can tell you this. I love you, kind of. But you're weird. And the reason why people criticize Jehovah Witnesses is because sometimes Jehovah Witnesses do weird things that need to be criticized. So, the 10th of August, that's my birthday. Not because I was born that day, but it's because when my life started. The 10th of August 2018 was the first time I was standing outside the convention with a very nice protest sign. But the first time when I was speaking up for myself. Because when you're in the Watchtower religion, or Jehovah Witnesses, you cannot speak up for yourself. You're not allowed to say that I disagree with the elders, I disagree with Watchtower, I think this is immoral. No, you just keep your mouth shut or you'll be kicked out. So when I finally worked through the trauma and I went and I was standing outside the convention with a very nice sign, it just said UN Convention of Human Rights. Because I don't want witnesses believe you're aggressive if you're an apostate, that you're angry and you hate them. So it's not even a statement, it's just European Convention of Human Rights. That was my sign. And I was standing there. First time I spoke up for myself. And it felt good. That's my birthday. 10th of August. And then your life's getting better. You realize that there is no reason why I should see myself as weak or imperfect just because someone ate fruit 6,000 years ago. Okay, I'm not perfect, but that does not mean I'm imperfect. I can trust my own understanding. I can be self-reflective. I can find out sometimes that I'm wrong. I can do more research, and then I can trust my own understanding again. And finally, you just feel better and better after leaving the Jehovah Witness. You realize there is no big war between Satan and Jehovah. Satan do not control this world, neither do Jehovah. And worldly people or human beings are not evil. Yes, they are imperfect, but they do not have low moral just because they do not read Watchtower. Most people try to be nice, and I can find morality from within. I can find strength from within. When you're in the Watchtower, they always tell you that you're imperfect, but we can help you. You can pray to God because He's great. And when you fail, it's because you're bad. Then you can go to the elders because they're great, and you do what they tell you. And when you fail, it's because you're bad. And then you can pray to God because He's great. And if it doesn't work, it's because you're bad. And you're in this loophole where you love the Watchtower and you hate yourself, you love God, and it's the only way. You always hear these stories about, my life was terrible, and then I found a Watchtower. I changed my personality, and now I am happy. It's called conventions. They always tell stories like this in convention. If you grew up a Jehovah Witness and you heard over and over again these stories about trusting my own understanding led me to be a drug addict, but then I found a Watchtower and I changed my personality and I have no longer my own opinion. I just believe what's in the Watchtower because that's from God. And now I'm happy. Unless it doesn't work, and then it's my fault because 6,000 years ago, someone ate fruit. That's not how reality works. So after I left the cult, I started feeling better. I'm getting more and more control. I'm getting more and more perspective. And then 2 years later, the 10th of August, 2020, I realized how much progress I did. And then 2 days after that again, the 12th of August, I just realized that I do not want to be anything like my family. The way my family treated me, they can't see it themselves because they believe that we do what Watchtower allows us to do, and therefore all criticism comes from Satan. It's nothing wrong from us. We're imperfect, but we do what Watchtower... No. I couldn't see what I was doing wrong when I was a Jehovah Witness. Now I can see what I was doing wrong, and I always apologize for that. But I realized that I don't want to be anything like my Jehovah Witness family. The way they behave, the way they act, how their brain is wobbling between Watchtower propaganda or alcohol. It's not a life. It's not a life. They can't see it because they're in this toxic bubble. And Jehovah Witnesses always talk about drugs and alcohol like it would be two different things. You've seen that in the Watchtower literature, they talk about drugs and alcohol. Alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is a drug. It's not good for you. Just because it's in the Bible, alcohol is not good. So I made my choice. The 12th of August last year, I just realized I will never treat anyone the way my family treated me. I do not want to be anything like my father, my mother, my 3 brothers, and my sisters. My sister. They are nice people. They are Jehovah Witnesses. They're not bad people. But I don't want to be on that level anymore. So I quit. And so where did I find the strength to do that? Because I used to believe the only thing you could achieve something good was to pray to Jehovah, read the Watchtower, fail because I'm a terrible person, pray to Watchtower, read Jehovah, fail because I'm a No. You know how I quit alcohol? You know where I find the strength? This is the strength. We have moral and strength and good qualities inside. We just need to dig it out and trust it. Actually, quitting alcohol was one of the easiest things I ever done. But on the other hand, I left the cult before that. Leaving a cult is extremely difficult because you have to go from not knowing why everyone thinks I'm brainwashed to, oh, everyone was right. I was brainwashed. That's a huge academic thing to be able to deprogram yourself. You have to be very self-reflective. And using the same methods to quit alcohol was quite easy. You just have to be self-reflective. So if you want my tips, this is what I did. Well, first you have to motivate yourself. I was sitting, meditating about how bad my family treated me, how bad when I was a Jehovah Witness, treated others. And I just realized that my relationship to Watchtower was a dependency relationship. I was depending by the drug Watchtower was selling me. They were telling me that demons would attack me if I withdraw from Watchtower. They tell me that all this bad thing you actually get withdrawal symptoms when you're in Watchtower because they tell you and you believe it, that you will be attacked by Satan. And so I used the same. What I did, I said, I will be on top of things. I said, when do I get cravings? Well, I do cravings when I get home. I get cravings when I come in front of a refrigerator because it's beer inside. So I said, okay, I just put a level between me and the cravings. So now I'm going to kitchen, I'm gonna get cravings, but instead of taking a beer, I'll do 10 push-ups. And then when I do this, I'm gonna get a craving. Instead of taking a beer, I will take a walk. Just easy solutions. And then I would meditate about how badly I have been treating people when I was a Jehovah Witness, or how badly my parents has been treating their children. And I would think about that, and then I would pick up a bottle and said, do I love alcohol more than my future children? And I would smell the alcohol, and believe me, I hate alcohol. I can't stand the idea, because brainwashing is real. I knew that already. Because I've been it when I was a witness, I didn't know it. But now I know brainwashing is real, and now brainwashing works for me. So I brainwashed myself to hate alcohol. I put up this idea. Do I love alcohol more than my family or my future family? And no, I do not. So it was actually quite easy. Just taking a walk and doing push-ups instead, and being proactive. Leaving the cult of Jehovah Witnesses. I used to think that the worst thing that could happen to anyone was to lose your faith. But instead I say the best thing that ever happened to me was losing my faith. I could do research and find out that, science is real. Watchtower know that. But they choose to take small quotations out of context. So they themselves allow themselves to read a whole book about science, and they take this much out of it and put in the Watchtower literature. That's what you need to know. No, science is real. There's no epic war between Satan and Jehovah and Watchtower. It's all made up. It's a beautiful planet. And I feel great, and every day I'm not a Jehovah Witness is a better day than the day before. Life is great. If people want to be in a religion or cult or believe in a God, they should do so. Anyway, this is a happy day. I thought quitting alcohol would be difficult. I thought maybe I even make. No, I quit 1 year ago, and I never, ever gonna drink any alcohol or do drugs. My life is mine. My strength is mine. My understanding is mine. Might be wrong. I might have to correct it. I have to do more research. But I have control, and my life is great. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and see you in paradise.